Hello everyone, welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your daily tarot reading. It will be for around the 16th of July 2022 for all signs. So as always, it may or may not resonate with you. You decide what resonates. And remember, these readings can resonate a few days longer than when they are released. So I did this reading and I've already done it once. I've left the cards on the table because the sound didn't record. I forgot to flip the switch where the sound recorded. So I did the whole reading and realised that, you know, I got to putting the disc in the computer and there was absolutely no sound, just me gesturing with different cards. So I don't particularly like redoing readings once they're on the table, you know what I mean? Because that message is meant for somebody. So staying true to the message that is meant for the day, I just wanted to use the cards that were already out. So I'm going to talk through them anyway with you. So I'm going to start with this. We have the Ace of Coins, practical new beginnings. So guided to you by God, Spirit, the universe. So we have, it can be something to do with an opportunity to start a practical new beginning, to practically plant new seeds, to practically move or relocate home, property, even business, to practically get some kind of sum of money or asset driven, you know, a gift coming towards you. It can also be to do with job offers, business opportunities as well, the Ace of Coins. It's practical, it's tangible, it's of the conscious world. So very much in the material sense, property, business, home, jobs, sums of money, very good in terms of mortgages, loans, or a sum of money coming to you that's really inspired you to start over in a certain direction. So it represents new beginnings, but of the practical variety. It's always very beautiful to see. Now we have these cards on the table, and the Ten of Swords represents painful endings. And the Moon card can be a card of sometimes you just have to surrender and trust in how you move forward from a painful ending. Now the Ten of Swords has a number of meanings. It can represent, you know, being stabbed in the back, betrayed, going through a very painful experience, but it's over, it completes. It can be to do with loss as well. So some of you, there could be loss here too that you're coming to terms with. And the Moon is that energy of a higher power at work. It does represent hidden blessings. You're being watched over even though you don't know it. You're being watched over in times of uncertainty, when things aren't clear, where things are part in shadow. But this is about surrendering and trusting in that. With the Ten of Swords, it does mark a completion. And normally you see the beginnings of a dawn rising in the distance. You can see the clouds, there's light coming behind those clouds. It's the sun beginning to rise again. So, and as painful as this experience was, that there is hope, there is certainty that there will be light, you know, shining through again. There is warmth and positive energy coming through again, after going through some kind of painful period, and surrendering and trusting that that's the case. So however this resonates for you, that's definitely the meaning of those two cards. We have the King of Cups. Now the King of Cups, interesting with the Death card, this can be a powerful Scorpio energy, and I'm not saying it's about a Scorpio. Could be, but you know, the King of Cups can be any sign really. This is somebody who is driven by heart energy, so very intuitive energy as well. But there is some kind of ending that this King of Cups is finding acceptance on, emotionally coming back to balance with, because this can be about acceptance of an ending and rising above that and moving beyond that now, because the Death card is all about the end is just the beginning. The Phoenix Rising card, the Phoenix, you know, is all about destruction of the old in order to embrace new possibilities. And sometimes there's things that we have to let go of before we can embrace the new, but there's transformation in that. So this is somebody who might be going through that process. And again, the King of Cups is very emotionally balanced energy, very intuitive energy. It could be somebody who's involved in this situation, but there's definitely an energy, again, male or female, it doesn't really make any difference. Somebody who is slowly but surely finding acceptance, coming to terms with some kind of ending, and understanding how to rise above it potentially. Could also be linked with this situation in other ways too. Because this can be a very supportive energy, somebody who supports you in times of doubt, very caring and compassionate energy. Could be somebody who's involved in this situation. Again, the court cards can mean a number of things and be involved for a number of reasons. So, intuitive energy here with the High Priestess, trusting your intuition and being guided by God's Spirit, angels, guides. This is our direct link to God. This is our direct link to Spirit, the High Priestess. This is absolute that energy of, even though, you know, we walk our path in the world, we're still connected through our instinct, through our intuition, and trusting that now in times when things aren't clear. You know? So Spirit very much walking with you hand in hand here. And this is somebody who just knows there is some kind of ending here. The World card is a major completion. So major ending here. But somebody who knows is coming to terms with a situation and knows that there is some kind of ending, but they're ready to step through to a new phase of their life where there is a brand new beginning, where there are brand new possibilities, where they get to start a brand new journey, that it's a blank canvas where you get to write a new story. And that's what this energy is. It feels a strong energy of acceptance of some kind of difficult ending, but there is hope. And we have the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups can be, because there's a lot of Pluto energy in this reading, so I don't know what's going on with the astrology, whether Pluto's figuring in the astrology at the moment, but we have the Five of Cups, mourning something that's gone. Somebody who, this is the process of acceptance, of mourning something that's gone. And sometimes in that there's, could I have changed things? Could I have done something differently? Could I have, changed the outcome of a situation? And this is the process of acceptance, the process that somebody might go through as well. But it can just be about mourning and being in grief too. But Spirit pretty much shining the light here on those two cups that are full, even though there are three cups that are empty. This is the process that we go through when, there's regret, or when something ends for whatever reason, or we lose somebody. This is the process of acceptance, of going from what was to what will be. Even though something, is complete here, this is that process of there is new hope here. That Spirit is pretty much shining on in that card and really asking someone to focus on, when they're ready to focus on that. Because the Two of Cups can be, there's hope here. This is about focusing on the future and moving forward, because that's what's being lit here in this card. The process of moving forward, because there's opportunity. This can be opportunity in terms of new hope on jobs, money, business, career. It can be new hope in terms of love or friendship connections, and so on and so forth, self-love, finding acceptance and moving on energetically through some kind of difficult loss. But this is that process that we go through on moving from what was to what will be. So a feeling here that Spirit is saying that everything's going to be okay. Just surrender and trust. And we have this, the Ace of Coins, practical new beginnings. Now, so like I said, this can be very good in terms of job, business, career, contracts, that kind of thing. It can be very good, like I said, moving or relocating, starting afresh, practical new beginnings of other kinds. It can be linked with sums of money, property, assets, business driven, but it's the beginnings of something new. And it's practical. It's almost like someone is being told, either that's where the focus needs to be on the new, you know, or when you're ready, it's the focus can be on brand new beginnings, brand new starts. Now, lovely in terms of abundance, you know, the Ace of Coins. Very good in terms of new abundance, material, the beginnings of a new abundant path. Very good in terms of money, career, finances. But like I said, this can be, if it's been about loss, it can represent sums of money coming from that that allow you to start afresh. Or it can be, you know, to do with practically just starting afresh, building from the ground upwards again, and having that blank canvas to write a brand new story. So it just feels like this is a process of coming to terms with something that has been painful and difficult, surrendering and trusting, stepping through a brand new phase of your life, and understanding that it is going to be a process to move from what was to what will be. But practical new beginnings nevertheless, you know, the practical focus on starting something new. So that's what I have for the day. Like I said, I don't particularly like redoing messages. If the message comes out that day, I really don't shy away from it. That's the message that I'm given. Okay, final card, final message. Final message for the day. Yeah, we have Dolphin, Atlantis, Healing Wisdom is surfacing, stop and listen. Also a message of let friends help you. You know, if support is offered to you, accept it. And with the Dolphin card, and we have Honeybee, Divine Feminine, you are being called on to rise. So there is a feeling here of you will rise above this. And do you know what the next card is? The Phoenix. Empower. Fire activations bring creative and spiritual freedom. This is the end is just the beginning. It's rebirth. Yeah. That's what I have for the day. I hope you found it helpful, useful. I wish you a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.